Welcome to News Insights and Compliments of the Season. Pastor Kingsley, you agree with me that hunger is a very big problem in our nation.
But this hunger is not showing in your face, I'm telling you.
We don't look like what we've been through.
Really?
So, information reaching us now is that a man has killed his wife because of yam. Is it very sad thing?
A tuber of yam.
A tuber of yam. In Ebonyi State.
Is it because Vicky is from Ebonyi? You're trying to rub it in.
We should know where the hunger has got to the extent that a man has to take the life of his wife. Whether from the west, the east, or
one tuber.
One tuber of yam.
Interesting. You know, yesterday I said something here. I said, let's not get to that point where we'll be hearing like they told King Solomon that there was too much hunger. Was it Solomon? So this woman brought his child for us to eat. And today he should bring his own child. He refused. Now we are hearing that for a tuber of yam,
A man has killed
the wife. The man is supposed to provide for the wife. The Bible says he that cannot provide for his house is worse than an infidel. Now the man that is supposed to provide has gone to kill the wife. What a sad story. These are the days we are living in. And I said something also yesterday. I said, I hope and wish that the government will not be looking at people like us that are speaking out as antagonists. That's why antagonizing them, trying to, no, they should take, these are good criticism. We're not even criticizing them. It's the reality of what is on ground.
That's true.
Do you understand? The reality of what is on ground. A basket of, that waste bin basket of onions now is between 14,000, 15,000. And I know down south is going to be more expensive. A small basket of tomatoes now, how much is being sold for? 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, as the case may be. Chicken now has skyrocketed to 25,000. So
if you're lucky, 25,000 if you are lucky.
Okay, yeah, if you're lucky. So these are some of the things we are saying. You see, the onus is on them, and we've said it. Government must, of a necessity. I saw the news the other day when the Speaker of the House said they were going to present a check to the president. That they cut their salary into two. You know, they received 600,000. That they cut it into two for I think from June to December or July to December for 6 months. They were going to give the check to the president. I felt it was an insult. They are telling us that what they received is 600,000. These are the cause of these things.
What do you have to say about this?
Well, every day, different story, different form of stampede. This is another form of stampede in Ebonyi State because it is same old story, hunger. A man who is well-to-do will not be hard to take the life of his own wife.
That's
like
true.
he said, a man is supposed to provide for his home. So what could have happened if not for poverty that is necessitated by the bad governance that could let a man to take the life of his wife? You see, we have said it over and over that the government need to sit up. The government need to declare a state of emergency in the agricultural sector. Because food shouldn't be a problem in Nigeria.
Shouldn't.
Because our land is fertile. There are fishes in the water. Up north there, you have the cow, the goats, and all of that. So why is it that hunger is a problem in this country? In the 60s, 70s, 80s, we grew up to know that the North were self-sufficient in farming. In fact, they derived foreign earning from production of groundnut and rice from the North. So there were more than enough rice for Nigeria to consume. They were even exporting.
That's true.
In the South, we were known for cocoa production, palm oil production. I know the whole of Kwari in Olum, somewhere in Uganda, South local government in Delta State. We were the hub of exportation of palm oil. But today we don't even have palm oil. We also heard that Malaysia came here to collect our seedling. to plant, and today they are the one even exporting oil to Nigeria.
That's very sad, though.
So the truth remains that the government has lost its bearing. People don't go into governance to serve anymore, but they go into governance for self-aggrandizement, self-enrichment. You can see one man accumulating billions and billions of naira.
And you cannot finish spending that in your
They will
lifetime.
tell you they are saving for their great-grandchildren. And even their children will not outlive that money. They will waste it. So why accumulating such fund to the detriment of the general public?
You know,
It's a sad thing that in Ebonyi, that this thing is happening.
and it was even more sad is that by this time before, they have people with barns filled with tubers of yam.
Yeah,
So how come is now this?
That's why I
period?
was going. Because when we read the book of Things Fall Apart, the Easterners are known. Even this time, they don't eat their new yam, they are still eating their old yam. So that this war can be prepared for the next year. This is the time they will invite their kinsmen. And they will say the yam they pound, the person that is sitting on the other side will not see the person sitting from this side. They will be eating to see each other. So what has happened? Again, we are blaming the government. Good, but the people too are becoming too lazy. Our people don't want to work anymore. How can a man in Ebonyi State, not even in Abakaliki, as it were, who is in a place where he can farm, refuse to farm and kill his wife because of too much of
Pastor Gisli, do you agree with him about the laziness of the people?
The laziness of the people. I don't agree in total, though right now we have seen people more lazy than it used to be. Of course, we are not as agrarian, in that sense as we used to be. What would have replaced the agrarian nature of our agriculture right now should have been a mechanized form of farming, right? Where we would have advanced from you and I in the village, I'm married to you, and so yeah, let's go to farm. Do you understand? We don't have that anymore. Look at you sitting down, look at me sitting down here. There's another, we would have replaced that with mechanized farming. But all that one now is in oblivion. There's a reason for why they are in oblivion. If you're looking at the economy, there are a lot of aspects you look at. You look at what gets people to the market, what gets people to the farm. You have improved seedlings. You have people in mechanical sector to service these machines. Now we don't even have the machines. We don't have the mechanics. We don't have the good roads to take this product to the market. We don't also have security. When I was in the village, I grew up in the village, there are places that are meant for farmlands. They are plain and they are virgin. Anything you grow in those lands, they will sprout and they will give you good produce. Unlike the lands that are much closer to the town, to the villages. So you go in and farm. We had cocoa farm, we have yam farm.
And those are the places that you have to wake up very early
and go. But right now, some of them are inhabited by Fulani herdsmen or kidnappers, as it is. They can go. The roads are worse now. From my village to my local government headquarters is about 7 kilometers. The road is a dead devil road. You can't go. Before 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
People are already on the way.
People are already on the way. Now people can't go to those places. They can't go. Now we would have advanced mechanically into producing faster cassava. Instead of people using the other mode of machines to grind cassava, we would have had faster ones. Instead of using a wood to tie here, tie there, and press it so that the water will come out. Now we should have had machine that will just press the water out at once.
That's true.
Do you understand? Leave it for 10 minutes, everything will be done. We need to mechanize these things. We need to improve on security. We need to improve on infrastructural development. I have said it. Sometimes we are still producing as much as we should produce. But the problem is how do we get it to the market?
I see.
The fear is so high.
Mr. Philip, do you agree about the mechanization?
Yes, all he has said, I totally agree with him. But again, I'm not running from the fact that the people are still complacent. You know, for the story that is coming out from the Ibadan Stampede, you know, before now, everybody is saying that the organizer didn't do their homework, but the information reaching us is that, the organizer planned event for 8 a.m. He planned for 5,000 persons, but he made provision for allowance for an additional 2,000. But that people start arriving at 4:35 a.m.
And it's possible that the organizer did not even arrive by that time.
Exactly.
No, they were not ground.
So they took over the venue before the organizer arrived. So you see where the laziness came.
Let me tell you something. They said they organized for 200 people. In fact, they said at the beginning they didn't want to ticket the people coming in.
Yes.
But they now ticketed it and organized for 200 guys to be at the gate to give out tickets.
Okay. Now you see the laziness. Everybody wants to go for where they will not walk before they will eat. And the Bible said, he who will not eat,
Let
will
him
not walk,
not-
let him not eat. You see, yes, in as much the government has failed us, we all our own should not fail ourselves.
Should look
We are
for
also
alternatives.
failing ourselves.
Yes.
I agree with him that look, there are no good roads. We're supposed to advance agricultural, development and all of that. All that has not happened because this cannot be done by individual. But the one we can do for ourselves, what has happened to it? That a man will take the life of his wife because of a tuber of yam. In the East, that I know for farmers, the East, they are strong people.
Especially in Ebonyi State.
Exactly.
Yes,
They're hardworking
even
human
when
beings.
it comes to yam, by now they are eating old yam.
Exactly. So is it not part of the individual?
And the story, the completion of the story is that he told the woman to boil the yam. The woman said she wants roasted yam. Had it been there was more than one tuber of yam, you
There was
roast
no
one,
roast,
and you boil
one.
one. You see where I'm saying
The
you see where
problem has
laziness
come to
of
an
the
end.
individual has come in. So that is it. Yes, the government has failed us completely. There's no gainsaying about that. Government, we don't even know if there's government in existence in this country anymore. Like the story of the house member that I said that they think we are fools that they are earning 600,000. They are going to share their salary total. Why are you giving it to the president?
Do you understand?
Why the president?
What you won't even think of a project to do
Yes.
with it.
Why the
You're
president?
giving it to the
You are
president.
giving it to the president.
To do what?
What was their reason?
If the president go for use them better.
So this is the situation. where we find-
Sometimes they take Nigeria and all over the world, go
See,
anywhere in the world.
the level
Nigerians are the most
the
intelligent.
level of hunger in this land, like I said yesterday, when a hungry man is an angry man,
Yes.
the next thing is going to lead to anger, and when there's anger in the land, the government will know what they are up to.
Everywhere will
Because
become
they
chaotic.
feel Nigerians are so gullible that they can easily push them around. But it gets to a point when you push a man to the wall, and he try to break the wall, he couldn't break the wall to go, he will move back, and that's what hunger can do to the people.
Yes.
When you have 40 people, recorded 40 people died in Ibadan, over 20 died in Abuja, and in the East,
Okija.
whatever it is, an additional one person had died because of hunger, the one in Ebonyi.
And there are so many that are not
That
reported.
they are not recorded.
That's true.
So when it will come to the time that people that all die and are die according to Warri language, they will push backward.
Yes.
You think you can always quell the society, you can always
And
scare
manipulate
them
the
from
people.
manipulate them from not coming out to protest. You can't do it and survive all the time. A time will come that people will say, enough is enough, and that we are very close to it. The government should wake up so that we don't get to that point. That's my advice to them. They should wake up now so that we don't get to that point, because nobody survives in times of war. Nobody enjoys war.
That's true.
And let me talk on there are brains you can pick in doing so many things. There are no nations where you don't have subsidies. If we need to have subsidy in this country, the fuel coming out of Dangote, if it's being sold from the refinery for 833,000, we should, government said, government can say we are subsidizing with 300 naira or 400 naira and pay Dangote directly. Since now we are not having people bringing that fear and also checkmate the government people that are NNPC to make sure that they don't pay this money without releasing it. That they must be subsidized.
We'll conclude on this note. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be right back.